What's up, travelers? SummationKid back again. So today's video is going to be a little bit different. Today we're going to be using some artifact strongboxes. So as you can see here, I'm way over full on artifacts. I have 1510 out of 1500. And most of these, the vast majority of them actually are 5-star artifacts. So I don't have a lot of 4 and 3-star artifacts to sort of eat for experience. And the best way to spend, so to speak, 5-star artifacts is by using the strongbox, rather than just using them for artifact XP. So let's go ahead and do that, because only 5-star artifacts, to recall, can be used for strongboxes. I think it says that specifically. Yeah, every 3 5-star artifacts offered will create an artifact strongbox. Now, the one we're going to do today is Viridescent Venerer. The reason being that this one, well, it works like this. The VV artifact set, Viridescent Venerer, it comes from the Mondstadt domain, yeah, right here, Valley of Remembrance. So the max level 1 down here. And the other set that comes from it is Maidens. And this one is kind of less useful, because there aren't really a lot of instances where you need more healing. You can just, stack HP on your healers, and that usually does the trick. So that makes that domain kind of an inefficient one to run, because only one of the artifact sets is kind of really useful for you. So that's why we're going to do Viridescent Venerer that's why we're going to get Viridescent Venerer from strongboxes rather than running that domain. Whereas the other domains, like Blizzard Strayer and Heart of Depth, or Emblem and Shimenawa, those are, both sets you can argue are somewhat useful, at least to some characters. So yeah, anyway, enough of that. We're going to eat a bunch of 5-star artifacts. Let's say, I don't know how many batches we're going to do. Maybe 10, 20 batches? We'll see. So these are all artifacts that I've seen at some point or another and decided that they weren't good enough. So I'm not going to bother looking at them now. Okay, and the results. So we're looking for pieces with Elemental Mastery, Attack, Crit, and Energy Recharge. So all of those. Oh, that's pretty good. And especially we are looking for a headpiece. Oh, that is... Yeah, it could have been better, but that's really good already. I mean, any headpiece with 2 crit stats is good. Wait, is that the... Wow. Okay, that was a pretty lucky roll. Yeah, this is not the norm, guys, just so you know. But anyway, we're looking for an Elemental Mastery headpiece for Kazuha, because I think he's using an offset headpiece, which means his goblet is kind of less than ideal. Okay, what have we got here? HP. I like to keep these anyway, just in case. Well, actually, we already have an example. Nilou, for example, is an HP scaling character, and if you play her on field, you of course do need crit stats. Her C6 gives you a butt-ton of crits in any case. Okay. By the way, this is, actually, I do recommend that everybody, even if you're relatively new, to keep their 5-star artifacts, because they're going to use them for the strongbox sooner or later. And if you're running out of artifact XP, just go and grind more, go and farm more 4-star artifacts and 3-star artifacts. You pretty much always want to save your 5-star artifacts for these strong boxes. Oh, wow, that is actually really good. That is pretty much perfect in terms of what stats you get for Kazuha. Let's see, attack sands with crit attack and energy recharge. I guess we'll save that. If it's another crit, then that would be really nice. Yeah, I think everything else here is pretty meh. I mean, this has potential, but... Anyway. Cryo damage on a VV. Actually, I think this is an easy ore. Yeah, there's an easier way to do this. So for those who are curious, you just hold down your mouse and drag down. Yeah, that's, I mean, it's offset in the first place, right? Because VV needs Animo. And as far, ooh, whoops. Crap, I didn't finish looking at them. Okay, that kind of sucks. That was a mistake on my part. I pressed escape by accident. So now I'm going to have to actually look through all the Viridescent Venerer ones that we eat to make sure none of them are actually good. Yeah. Whoops. Because otherwise I would have been able to just, you know, feed all of them. Oh well, there's not that many to look through. Okay, what do we have? That's pretty decent. Attack, crit, and mastery. That is really nice. Both attack stats, a crit stat, and crit damage. I'm getting a lot of really good hats. That's a good flower too. You know, the defense and HP split scaling isn't ideal, but it starts with 2 crit stats and it starts with 4 total stats, so you always want to keep those. Yeah, so those are the 2 that we just found. Oh, right, I'm supposed to look at them. Whoops, okay. Oh, okay, yeah, I'm glad I looked at them, because that's a pretty good feather. What else? No, that's not good enough. I generally want to see either double crit on my flowers, or if not that, then at least 3 very good stats and 1 crit. So if it's something like percentage attack, that's a good sands, by the way, mastery sands. So for a flower, if it's something like percentage attack, energy recharge, and a crit stat, and they're all rolled really well, I will keep those. Otherwise, I would want double crit. Of course, if it's something like Kazuha, then... Ooh, no crit though. If it's something like Kazuha, then your priorities are a bit different, because you always want mastery, and maybe energy recharge. Crit stats are kind of less important, because Swirl can't crit, so attack is relatively more valuable, but crit is still you know, good. Plus you can use those VV pieces for other characters, so there's that. Okay, yeah, so both of the Animo damage goblets I've gotten were not that good. No. So if it has 3 stats and no crit, then obviously it can never have double crit, so that's kind of an automatic. So the reason I kept this is because for defense scaling characters like Noelle, this would be really good. Yeah, so anything with double crit, I pretty much keep. And as you guys know, all these VV pieces here we just looked at, and we just filtered out, so we can safely, you know, assume they're all trash, because we looked at them. Physical... Oh, this is... no. Okay, our luck is running out a little bit, but we did get super lucky early on. Yeah, none of these are really that good. This is... I mean, if that attack was maybe like energy recharge or mastery, I might have kept that, but flat attack is kind of lower on the list of priorities. Okay. Okay, this is... this has potential. If we ever get a defense scaling character who also needs mastery, this might have potential. plus the fact that the crit damage stat is perfectly rolled. So 7.8 is the highest you can get. We'll keep that. Why not? Ooh, that is nice. That's nice for Nilu. Anyone that scales off HP and also needs crit. Which, by the way, is kind of niche in the first place, but... Oh, right, so this flower, right? If it had, say, percentage attack and energy recharge, then even if it has one crit stat, that's really good for Kazuha, because he needs mastery, he needs attack, and he may or may not need energy recharge. That, depends on your personal team. So that flower was close to being really good for Kazuha. Okay. Defense. Yeah, so goblets that don't have damage are usually not great. Actually, you know what? This has potential. Just because it starts out with 4 stats. Say they all go into mastery or something, that would be a godly feather for Kazuha. Oh, that is amazing. That is amazing. Yeah, double crit and double attack starting out. We've gotten a lot of good hats today. A lot of good hats. Okay, let's eat up all of our Heart of Depth pieces. Defense, defense, attack, energy. Okay, that's pretty decent. Starts with double crit. The defense is not that good. Actually, it's literally the worst stat you can have, but just because it starts out with double crit, we'll keep it. Geo damage. Yeah, this would have been really good. Oh, okay. That is also potentially good if we have any characters that scale off defense and also need crit. This one is... Yeah, so if this HP was something like attack, then this would be a really good feather for Kazuha. But it starts out with 4 stats and it has mastery, so we'll keep it. See if it turns into anything good. See, attack. Yeah, so in this case, if it was crit, attack, and say something like energy recharge, I would keep this flower. Or mastery, I would keep this flower. Because the crit stat is well rolled, the attack stat is well rolled. So if you happen to get a crit as your 4th stat, this becomes a very good flower. So those are instances where you want to keep it. This one not so much because the crit stat isn't well rolled and, flat defense is less than ideal. This has potential, see, so I'll keep that. If the 4th stat ends up being either attack or crit damage, then this becomes a very good flower. So basically, at least for flowers, if it starts out with well-rolled stats and it only needs a certain other stat to become a very good artifact, then I will keep it. At least level it to level 4. So this one has crit damage, or rather crit rate, and electro. Ooh, wow, okay. This is a really good goblet. I mean, it's offset, right? So you're going to use it for an offset, as an offset piece, but, double crit, energy recharge, and hydro damage. So yeah, pretty much anything with double crit I would keep. Yeah, so as you can see, I think we got 4 good Viridescent Venerer pieces that last batch. And we have still yet to see a mastery headpiece. Or, I don't know, did we see one and I just didn't register? Oh, that was the same one. Crit rate, crit damage, ER, and attack. Very good. Still no mastery headpiece. Does it exist? Does a VV mastery headpiece exist? So it's got physical crit damage. Yeah, any goblet that has X damage, or rather, any goblet that does yeah, that has X damage, like an elemental or physical damage bonus, plus at least 1 crit stat, I would keep it. Because it has the potential to be a really good artifact. If it's not a damage main stat, so if a goblet has like defense or HP or attack or something, then I would only keep it if it has 2 crit stats by default. How many batches was that? I think that was 10 already. You know what? Maybe I'll keep going until I see a mastery headpiece. Okay, this is decent enough. I mean, that could be either percentage attack, recharge, or crit damage, and it would be a good flower. Yeah, double crit, so we'll keep that just in case we get an HP scaling character that needs crits. Well, what am I saying? We have HP scaling characters that need crit. I think actually my Hu Tao has a Viridescent Venerer Sands, just because it had really good substats. Okay, anyway, let's keep going. Ooh. Yeah, nothing good that time. Yeah, it's too split. Too split. Okay, that's nice. That's really nice. Double crit attack percentage and ER. Ooh, okay. Double crit, well rolled double crit and attack. The defense is less useful. Oh crap, I forgot to... Well, the nice thing is this time there aren't really that many to look through. Yeah, so it might be a good strategy to first eat the artifacts that are the same ones that you're going to roll, right? That belong to the same set. That way, if you do the mistake that I just did, you don't have a whole lot of stuff to look through. So if you're rolling for Viridescent Venerer like I am, then look through and eat all of your Viridescent Venerer sets before you start. Oh, okay, so that was a mastery headpiece, but the substats all kind of suck. I mean, the energy recharge is useful, I guess. Double crits. Okay, what are we down to? What are we down to? 990. Okay, we did 500. I think that was a decent run. I think I rambled a bit too much. But I hope you found it useful. Oh, that's a lot of potential, a lot of good potential VV artifacts. Okay, anyway. So I hope you guys found that kind of entertaining and kind of informative, hopefully both. I will do that again whenever I get like, I don't know, 1,500 artifacts and a bunch of them are 5 stars, or, you know, an insane fraction of them are 5 stars. Now, yeah, I mean, still, I think like 900 of them are 5 stars, so I could have kept going for a while. But I don't want the video to be too long. Yeah, we have all these. I ran Emblem Domain a lot for my Raiden. Anyway, if you guys have any questions, if you guys have any thoughts, any suggestions, anything at all, leave a comment and I will get back to you as soon as I can. But for now, I will see you folks in the next video. 这个如何？